Everyone, and welcome to the YouTube channel. This is going to be my vlogging series on what happens of the life of an entrepreneur. I'm going to take you through absolutely anything and everything from this stage of my business and onwards. I'm currently approaching my 3rd year in business and I'm super excited to take you through all the ups, all the downs, show you what happens behind the scenes, so whether or not you're in business, you don't feel like you're doing it alone. Please leave me comments, like and subscribe these videos if you enjoy them. And yeah, I hope you enjoy them. This week I'm going to take you to an event called Business Mastery Live. I'm very excited about this event. This is an event that was my first ever business event, and this is now the last one that Matt is running himself and Helen. So Matt is my business coach, and yeah, this is the first event where I went to and I felt like, oh my goodness, like business isn't a lonely game. There's so many people that I can network with and learn from, and everyone's super nice and it's not as scary as you think. So I'm looking forward to just taking you with me for this final event. It's at the Queen's Hotel in Leeds, so we're going to set off tonight. It's going to take me a couple of hours to get there, but when I get there, it'll probably be about 10 o'clock. I'm going to see if there's anyone in the bar and get chatting. And then tomorrow is the day of the event where I'm going to take you with me. So here we are, we're in the car, we're ready to go to Leeds. It is currently 22:08, so we're about to set off. It says we'll get there at 9:30. Let's see, and I'll see you when we get there. But here we are. This is what we're saying, 25 to 10. So we've made it to the hotel room and this is what it's like, and it's pretty basic, but we are entrepreneurs on a budget and this is what it will be like in your first couple of years when you're not bringing in all the money that you want to bring in just yet, but you're bringing in enough to keep the business flowing and reinvesting. So hey, we've got a bath, so that's something, isn't it? And let's have a look at the view. Oh my gosh, there's Hotel Chocolate. I'm definitely happy with that view. I mean, could you get better than that? I don't know. We are ready for the event. I've got myself a nice bright colourful outfit. This one's orange, and I wear some nice bright colourful eyeshadow, which I'll just show you now. Cha-ching! This is because my brand represents bright colours. Bright colours are always something that I want to be associated with, and especially pinks and purples, which is always a colour I wear on my eyes. So when people see pinks and purples, they think, hey, Jen. That's the thinking process anyway. So now we're going to go to the event. I'm really excited. We'll see who we know there and we'll see if we can meet some new people and try and grab a few chats today. Enjoy! Here we go. We are walking to the event, which is literally around the corner from the hotel. So it's super convenient. I was here last night. I went out for a couple of drinks to see everyone and it was nice and it was so close. But we're at a super nice venue, super nice. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. And we've made friends. We've got friends with us, so that's always good. Here we are, the Queen's Hotel. Nice. Got me vlogging stick. Nothing's stopping me today. Dilly Billy. And here are people. Hello. How are you? Yes, is this our first meet? Here she is, the camera confidence queen herself. Hello. Joanne Lazarus.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh, I love this. Hello. Where are you now, Jen?
We're at the Queen's Hotel for the last Business Mastery Live event, which is really sad because, like I said before, this is like the first business event I came to, and we're at a super posh venue called the Queen's Hotel.
Wow.
I'm very excited.
Oh, your pass is on there, Jen.
She says the pass is on there. There we go. You're on.
Yeah. Ready.
Ready. Hello. How are you?
Oh God.
You start to believe there's another way and truly connect with that. Once you realise what you're capable of with the correct mindset, you'll never look back. The decisions you make every single day, the actions you take, and therefore the outcomes you create are based on who you believe you are.
It's about becoming who you want to be, and that's what you help me find.
But I was in a really dark place when I met Matt.
I was stuck in a dead-end job. I was working crazy hours and I was away from home all the time. I was stressed, exhausted, and really unhappy in my business.
Matt helped me to discover what I could do that I would love and that could also provide a service to others.
Make some noise, business mastery live!
Those years where it's just a lot of work, not a lot of reward, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that was me. And I realised as I reflected 18 months ago, I thought, do you know what? I'm building two businesses that both make money now, but they don't make me happy. And that's something I want you to reflect on. It's not just chasing the money or building a business if it's not something that aligns with you. But this is the thing to remember, business is simple, people are complex. We're emotional. We fear judgment. We don't want to get stuff wrong, we feel failure. We get stressed, we get overwhelmed. But really, the steps are simple. Doesn't mean it's easy, to be clear, it's not. But one final thing I want you to reflect on is I want you to go back to the beginning of what I said there. Everything at the heart of it starts with one thing. What is your definition of success?
So you just got to be real, be authentic. Don't try to be the Instagram version of yourself at every turn. You know what I mean? Just put a little bit of realness out. And you'll be very surprised actually at the response you get back.
My advice for anybody in business is be yourself. You have something, if you have a vision, for you to even be in business in general, you will have a vision about something. So if that vision is something that's calling you, you feel like you're in line to it, you can't stop thinking about it, you can see it all, the big picture at the end. If you know that's you, be yourself, apply yourself, be always willing to learn. We don't know everything. And if you make a mistake, don't be hard on yourself, learn from it. There are no mistakes, there's just lessons and blessings. So just do your best to just step into that space, be yourself, be authentically you. Don't listen to the outside noise, just be true to yourself. And just know that people follow people, not just brands.
So it's the morning of day 2 and we didn't sleep much last night because of course there was this like beautiful speaker dinner and then we went for drinks at the bar and I ended up on water. But it was a really good night, lots of networking, lots of building relationships that I've already got and strengthening them, and these are the places where it's the best to just make friends and just be you and just build strong relationships and find out if there's any collaborations, find out if there's anyone that you need, anyone that needs you, and just making friends in general. So today's day 2, we're going to head to the second event of Business Mastery Live. Very excited for it, but like I say, a little bit tired, so got an electrolyte. But let's go and enjoy it. Why not? So hope you enjoy day 2.
Is think about this. Here is where I think we sit, and AI will never replace. They will never replace your creativity and your curiosity. Whatever niche you're in, whether you're a service-based business or whether you're offering a product, you've got something that nobody else has. And we talk about, even before AI, you hear speakers talking about you've got your niche in your lane. AI sits here. AI does the heavy lifting. So once you do your thing, let AI do its thing.
One of the most powerful things that you can do every single week in this age of technology, in this mind-blowing technology that is out there, with all of this AI and all of this cloud and social media stuff, one of the best things you can do is to walk into nature with a pen and paper and pause, reflect and document. That you can sit there with a pen and paper and you can say, what have I learned over the last 5 years? There's a particular question I want you to reflect on. And that is the question, when did I do something special that would be of interest to a certain type of person? I can quantify the results that I got. I can tell you what results came out of that. And I can explain how I got it step by step.
So rather than looking at Instagram as another social media tool to use, okay? Another platform that you have to show up on, that you have to post your face on, that you have to do the 3 tips of the way that you're going to work, okay? Instead of thinking it like that, I want to think of a problem or something that needs to be solved within your business that platform can change.
What when you were learning, you're on the journey with them, that you're trying to have a go at it. But as soon as I'm now trying to stand on business, trying to step into my power, the amount of shit I'm getting is like, wow, I didn't even realise. I thought I was through this phase. But what happens is, if you are continuing to grow and you are continuing to push the limits, come out of your comfort zone, you're always going to get it. And I used to listen to people like 50 Cent and stuff, right? And he used to say stuff like, just don't give a fuck what people think. And you don't really get it until you get it. Yeah. And now I'm truly realising, oh, God, I get goosebumps when I say it. It's like, because I used to do public interviews on the streets. And I used to go to elderly people and say, what's one life lesson you wish you learned earlier? I shit you not, every single one of them said, I wish I didn't care what people thought. And then when I heard it, it didn't really land until I'm going through this process right now. Until I'm standing on business on my podcast with my brothers, talking about manifestation, visualization, self-limiting beliefs, all this kind of stuff. And I'm still having to power through, even though I'm getting the most shit. But I'm also the most successful I've ever been, because I'm also drawing the right people into my life. So don't think that I'm not going through it. I'm going through it, and I'm so passionate about documenting it as I'm going through it to make sure you know you're not on your own. Because you're not on your own, because this is what happens, and it's a rite of passage.
Back from Business Mastery Live, and can I just say it's a couple of days after the event, because what happens when you go to an event, especially one that's a few days, is as incredible as they are, you're giving a lot of energy and you're talking to a lot of people. Like, I couldn't move without talking to someone or meeting a new person or connecting with an old friend. So it was a lot of talking over the last 2 days. So what's really important, especially when you're growing a personal brand, is to make sure you look after yourself. So my brain has been not functioning as I would like it to, and I felt a little bit disconnected. So what I've done, I've made sure I've done shorter blocks of work, and then I've made time, intentional time, to switch off. So that might be reading a book. It might be reading a business book. I've been reading Ideal Client by Helen Tudor. It's an incredible book. If you've not read it, read it. It's fantastic. And anyway, I've been reading that book and it's been amazing. And I've also just been sitting and chilling for the first hour of the day, just making sure that I'm doing things that I want to do and just give that time back for me. And you know what? Now we were on Friday, so it's been a couple of days now and my energy is so high. I'm so excited. Everything from the event, I've been going over my notes, which is very important, and just really feeling that energy again and feeling excited again. But do remember, when you're at an event and you come home, to give yourself some grace. It's quite hard when you're part of a community, you've been inspired, you're learning new things, you're getting a buzz, and you come home and you're isolated again. So make sure you are looking after yourself, because you do need to take them times to rest. And then you can get back to it with a momentum again. And if you haven't got the momentum, just do one thing at a time slowly and it will start to build up regardless. But just give yourself a few days of grace. That's all I'm going to say. But that has been my week. It's been absolutely fantastic. I've loved it all. It's been great. And next week we're at 2 events. So a lot of my strategy this year is visibility, getting visible, being in the room. I've been invited to an event by my friend who's speaking. I'm very excited to see her speak. And then I'm going down to London to an event that I booked last year. I intentionally want to get in the room and network more, because that's where we build solid relationships and where we can truly build that connection faster, but also find out who's right for us and attract them people to us and attract ourselves to them. I hope that helps my ramblings. Let's take you on our journey next week. I hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, but also ask me anything in the comments. Would you like me to cover anything in particular? Next week I'll show you a little bit more behind the scenes in the office. I was just sort of away a lot this week.